This is Professor I. M. Pedantic, speaking for Piano Teacher Press. Piano Teacher Press has recently released one of their lessons in composition on the topic of hand equality. The topic of hand equality brings to mind a very influential book I read as a young lad that had me so intrigued that I actually read it on the bus on my way to school. The book was the third edition of The Literature of the Piano by Australian pianist and scholar Ernest Hutchison, and was revised and updated by Rudolph Gons. Now, Mr. Gons was an important American pianist in his generation. Not only was he an important concert artist, he was also a composer, became a fine conductor, as well as an important educator. He premiered the works of Maurice Ravel and Bela Bartok, the composer of the classic piece in which this lesson in composition is based. Gons added a special chapter in his revision of the literature of the piano on piano technique, and this caught my eye as a young student. Here is his second most important point to piano technique. He says, and I quote, "Second in importance as to technical achievement, I consider evenness of tone. By that, I mean the playing of any pattern, being it scale or chord-like, with the same quality of tone, first in forte and then in piano. It takes discipline of the mind and ear to maintain an absolutely correct intensity of tone in any passage, be it legato or staccato. Try for yourself the same exercise with both hands in the same register of the piano, for instance. If you can readily produce the same effect with the left hand and the right hand in accession, you will have mastered another important principle of self-expression." End quote. It is that last sentence that is the subject for this lesson in composition, hand equality, and the reason for its creation of this important folio. Dan Severino, founder of Piano Teacher Press, will now go over the pages of this lesson in composition. Mr. Severino. Thank you, Professor Pedantic. The first page of the folio proper, after the cover page, is this page. This page of the folio gives you the organization of this lesson in composition. It acts as your table of contents. Our Theoretically Speaking page gives you basic information to provide a background in history and theory about the topic of the lesson, in this case, hand equality. Here's a performance of the classical piece that's the heart of this lesson in composition. And here's a performance of the arranged piece of the lesson. This time, a transcription of the Bartok piece where the parts are transposed to those opposite the original Bartok composition. The write-on assignment for this lesson is to take an easy arrangement of the popular folk song Row, Row, Row Your Boat and transcribe the parts in the same manner as we experienced in the Bartók composition. This gives the students the opportunity to create a little arrangement demonstrating hand equality. The play-on assignment is where the student is asked to play their write-on assignment as part of the fulfillment of this lesson in composition, giving the student one more avenue to experience hand equality. This is a partial graphic of the certificate. It is the reward for completing all work required in this lesson in composition. Teachers can check off the assignments as the students complete them. Congratulations!